think this might be the earliest I've actually shown my face. Alright, guys. Yep. Stream live as usual. And also, as usual, we're going to wait our usual 15 minutes or so to get everybody who wants to be here. I mean, they could show up late, but you know. Alright. This might be the earliest I've actually shown my face. This might be the earliest I've actually shown my face. Oh my god. Alright, guys. I do have this showing up a lot, don't I? Alright. Everything there seems to be going smoothly. Hi, Tyler. Alright. Glad to see I got our pretty much our somewhat usual people coming. Not very happy, energetic right now. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully I can at least make you happy. I can pretty much guarantee that much. Geometry Dash, I've seen your suggestion. First of all, I'm picking randomly when I say so, and I've also already made my logo. So, yeah. What I miss, I literally just started. It was pretty much my hellos and stuff. So, didn't really miss much, Emily. Well, Slender Slayer definitely seems excited. Alright, just want to make sure the lighting works well. Alright. Dog chewed up my good earbud. Oof. Had to watch GTA 4 in 5 months. Well, priorities, right? Wow, my beard is growing in pretty well, isn't it? So this is pretty much 20 days of growing. Remember that my crush is a boyfriend. Oof. That's rough. Do you want to play on the server, Minecraft? No, I'm gonna be on my own world dedicated to this type of thing. So sorry. Danny saved my life. She too helped me get over my depression. That's great, Emily. I saw your thing on my Wattpad wall, and I've seen here. Awesome for you. That's just, I really don't know what else to say. Just glad you're feeling better. Glad you're feeling better. Glad you're happy. Don't know what else to say about that. Then for the last, wait, Augie and the cockroaches. Nice, nice. Alright. So I don't know if you noticed public books. Hopefully. I hope to someday. But yeah, if you hadn't noticed in the chat already, I said that for those who stick around towards for like the last half hour, I mean I didn't specify that, but if you stick around for the last half hour, maybe I'm actually maybe not the last half hour. Maybe I could do it some point randomly during the stream, which means you pretty much have to guarantee to stay. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, a little preview of a very long video that took a very long time to make, and I'm sure you all will probably enjoy it. That's as far as I'm saying. You'll just have to stick around to figure it out. Stay. Got one person guaranteed to stay. That's good. Good. Back to the Future mods, GTA 4. A lot of mods, Slender. Oh, Back to the Future mods for GTA. Nice. That would be interesting, actually. Hmm. I'll stay. Then I stay here, Tyler. And I'm not trying to like force you to stay, or I mean, if you need to go, that's 100% understandable. I'm just saying that, you know. Oh, and the video. No, you know me, I always stay for your stream. It's good. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm gonna. It's still somewhat a work in progress, but I should be done by tonight or before I go to bed anyway. So I hope to have it uploaded tomorrow for my during as my normal schedule thing. But it is as of now, and it's pretty much gonna stay that way. This video is an hour and 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. So you can understand why it took a long time to make. And I mean, I'll put it. You're probably thinking too big. It's nothing too big or complicated. It's just very time consuming. That is solely to make it as good as it could possibly get, or something like this. All right, I'm trying not to spoil too much, but I, if you know me well enough, and you know pretty much where I started on the internet, like how I got popular on the internet, you can probably guess where I'm going with this. That's as far as I'm given for clues. That's yeah, that's good to hear, Emily. And Tyler, hopefully I can make you happier. I mean, pretty much what I hope from majority of pretty much well everything I upload. I want at least people to enjoy. But if I can make you guys happy, someone happy with my videos, that's a success on my part. Well, mentally, I consider that a success. I'm a fan of Back to the Future. It's a very good movie trilogy. Very good movie trilogy. How are you? I'm. Oh, sirens. Thought it was like wolves, but I was like, no, that doesn't make sense. Why would wolves be here? But anyway, I'm doing pretty fine. It's Friday. That automatically makes it a good day. And yeah, just been chilling, working on my big project, and yeah, just preparing for this stream. I mean, admittedly, there's not much to prepare, just formatting stuff like that for OBS, but everything else pretty smooth, chill for a Friday. All right, wait about another 5 minutes, and I'm not gonna make an announcement on Wattpad solely because I want to see how many people can just automatically know I'm doing it, are subscribed and automatically know I'm doing it, just kind of as an experiment. And plus, again, I want to reward the people who come here normally with the video. Alright. Hey, RNX, RONX. I'm sorry if I get that name wrong. It's an interesting name, let's put it that way. Didn't check Wattpad, I knew the time. You see, again, that's what I'm talking about. I want to, like, test, may not test, but see how many people know my schedule. Took them weeks to make DeLorean Time Machine. I can see that. Actually, fun fact about Back to the Future. I'm not entirely sure how true it is. Apparently, the time machine wasn't going to be a DeLorean. It was going to be a refrigerator. That's what I heard. The original time machine was going to be a refrigerator. That would have made it a very interesting movie trilogy. Geez, chat is slow. You know what? That's fine. I expect it's going to boost once I ask for suggestions. Why don't you continue the Plants vs. Zombies books? No, that is a very good question. Like, I can't force myself to start writing a specific. I want these books done. I just can't find a way to get myself to actually write them because if it was just as simple as take my thoughts and just onto the computer, I could have so many books out, but it takes a lot of time and effort to make something, especially for like the Plants vs Zombies books, stuff I want to actually take seriously. Like, I mean, I take them all seriously, but like more professional. Let's put it that way. More professionally written. Yeah, that takes a lot of time. So, same with An Awesome Life, even. It's just time, effort, and why isn't this going away? Yeah, no, YouTube, I swear, is broken when it comes to views. More broken. Well, maybe not more broken, but it's broken. It's always broken. Hey guys, sorry I haven't been here for the past few streams. My days are kind of busy. That's completely fine, Chrissy. That's 100% fine. That's the reason I upload these, well, archive these streams afterwards, because I know people can't always be here, so, and if they have, like, the 3 hours of time sometime afterwards, or maybe not, you can just stop whenever you want or whatever. Yeah, I mean, that's why I like you can archive the stuff on as a YouTube video. I love that so much. Alright. Now, why is this box here? That is very much bugging me. Oh, already feeling a little bit better. Alright, that's good, Todd. Comments seem to stop. You know what? Well, as long as I got people watching, the chat isn't that important. What are you going to build this time, Cole? Well, literally whatever you guys come up with. Got a question. Are my Wattpad books getting better? I'm not sure. I haven't really read much on Wattpad as of recently. To watch Doctor Who. I want to get into it. I actually managed to watch a full episode yesterday. It's just as amazing as everybody claims it is. So I plan to get Netflix sometime soon. So that's definitely one of the shows I'll be watching. Making a Fallout novel. Nice. That I can see that as a good fan fiction type story. Alright. Don't you mean when are you gonna build this time? Actually, I plan to build right about. Yeah, I know Doctor Who is on Netflix, so once I get Netflix, then I'll watch it. Started watching Gravity Falls. That's another show I wanted to get into. Gravity Falls. Heard everybody seems to be comparing it to FNAF and how complicated and interesting the story is. And since that's pretty much exactly why I became obsessed with Five Nights at Freddy's, why not, right? Alright. So, without further ado, here we have our progress of what we made last time. If you guys remember all of this, let's see, there's our cat, there's our ray gun, I think that's what it was, ray gun. That's a squid, right? Yeah, that was a squid. There was the wolf cow. Was that it? Was that what we called it, the wolf cow? Yeah, there's my two logos. Yeah, Geometry Dash. There's my Wattpad logo over there, as well as the Wattpad logo. um, oh yeah, the potato. That's right. The potato. The tiny rocket. That pathetic excuse of a skeleton. And oh yeah, John Cena. Wolf cow. Yeah. John Cena. And then our colorful disco ball. Alright. So that laser rifle, that was it. Laser rifle. Yeah, the crazy colored disco ball. Oh. Alright. How many did we make anyway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 10 if you want to count the logos as one. So, yeah. And again, I'm going to pick stuff, what to build the way I did it last time. I'm going to just like give you like 30 seconds to just comment whatever. Well, I say 30 seconds because like, you know, the delay and stuff like that. So about 30 seconds to a minute. Just, yeah, I remember you were ranked Aurora. I remember that. And yeah, that's pretty much how this is gonna work. And I still have all the glass from the disco ball. Yeah, I realize it's been a month since the last time we did this. Crazy to think about, actually. And you know what? I wouldn't mind doing this as a monthly thing. I mean, you guys be alright with this with, like, monthly thing, like, third week of the month or something? I'm sure. Yeah, our cat with a mustache. Alright. Well, I suppose might as well get started with what you came here for. So, again, as I just explained, I'm gonna count down from 3, I'm gonna look away, then I'm just gonna point on the screen, and then pick whatever my finger landed on to build. And guys, when I say like something to build, make it something simple yet not too broad, okay? Like we had cat, laser rifle, squid, wolf cow. Yeah, so just you can make it specific if you want. Just like don't make it too complicated. If you're gonna make it specific, don't make it too complicated, okay? All right. So I suppose with no more to wait, let us go. Write whatever you want in 3, 2, 1. Comment. Alright. I'm sure that was way longer than 30 seconds, but that gives you more time to keep writing, so let us pick pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbows. Alright, hang on. Is this chat even updating? It is. Okay. Alright. So, pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbows in 3D. Alright. Well, let's just get this down right away. Pink fluffy unicorn. And yeah, I'll just put the unicorn part. You know who you are. Well, you know what it's supposed to be. Oh, Cody, nice. Yeah. Alright. Pink fluffy unicorn. Oh, let's see. How do I so pink fluffy unicorn on cloud? Well, I guess the obvious choice to get would be pink wool. Might as well get some normal wool. And for the horn, you know, I'm not going to make it too complicated. Not going to make it too complicated. So let's go with birch fence. And alright, so let's make this slightly high like that. Right. Yeah, it's lagging a little bit, but I'm sure it's worse for the stream, so yeah, for me it's fine, so it shouldn't take that long. And alright. You know, I can make a little better round cloud. Oh. Yeah, that's another good point. If you've already had something suggested, then try to be somewhat fair and, like, you know, don't like spam with more suggestions. Like, try to be fair so everyone gets a fair shot. Alright. Good afternoon. Well, it's clearly must be afternoon where you are because it's evening right now for me. So, let me get some coal block. Oh. Let's see, unicorn. Then but for our final touch, make the body a bit thicker. Because, you know, part of the thing was in 3D. And, of course, it starts raining. Oh, crap. What was the command to make it stop raining again? I forgot. Oh, gosh, now it just looks muscular. Oh, well. There. Oh, yeah, now it's gotten laggier. Oh, well. Doesn't have a tail. Oh, well. And now I just made it look muscular. Oh, well. I'll stick with that. I'll stick with that. And there we have our unicorn riding on a cloud. Oh my goodness. You know what? I mean, look behind it. You got a freaking cat with a mustache. Wow. It's 12:28 right now for you? Wow. Yeah, again, it's 9:30 over here where I am. And toggle downfall. Yeah, that was it. That was it. Thank you, Tyler. And yeah, thank you to Paul. Looks like a pig with messed up legs. I guess that's one way to look at it. Alright. Well, there you go, Geometry Dash Epic. You got your pink fluffy unicorn on a cloud. Probably wasn't what you expected it to be, but oh well. Alright. Then, I suppose it is time for our next suggestion. Alright. Same rules. Gonna count down, then have at your suggestions. Alright. And 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, I'm not looking at the thing. I'm doing something else at the moment. Alright. Now hopefully that doesn't lag the game too much, but oh well. Alright. Now I will pick... No suggestions for me. Oh, of course, that's the comment. Alright, so for this one I'm going to build a nothing. Best thing I've ever made, actually. It's... Without a doubt, I think that's better than anything I've ever made. Alright, I'm just kidding, of course. Alright. Pokeball. Alright. That sounds like a good one. we'll make a Pokeball. That was Justin Pokeball. That was inspired by Alright, whoa. Alright. There we go. Alright. Later on, please react to the FNAF World trailer. I've seen the FNAF World trailer a bajillion times. There's literally no reason to react to it at this point. Alright, so for the Pokeball, we are obviously going to need red. Actually, Pokeballs are shiny, so let's go with that. White. There. I think that's literally it for a Pokeball. Alright. So actually, let's leave it on the ground. There have been a lot of Pokemon movies, so I'm assuming you mean a new Pokemon movie, I'm like. Alright. Well, it's probably not going to look like a ball, but oh well. Yeah, I'll just... That's right. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Tyler. Yeah, let's just stick with the wool, because why not? Alright. Go with red wool. I'll see when we get there. So yeah, you got the... Actually, I'll use a different one for the button. If you want to call it a button, I'm going to call it a button. My Harlem Shake Happy Wheels vid is one of the greatest Happy Wheels I've seen. I'm glad you enjoyed it so much. I had a lot of fun making that one. If you couldn't tell, like, how excited and happy I was. I say it like that because it's Happy Wheels. And, you know, yeah, might as well make that stick out. Alright, yeah, so let's try with the redstone, see how I like that. It's not really a ball. Is there a way I can fix that? Because that's going to bug me. That could work. Oh, yeah. Alright, so now I just got to do that. Now it looks more like a table, but it looks slightly more round, I would say. You know, I built it too close to our unicorn friend over here. Otherwise, I would try extending outwards a little bit more on the sides. Oh well. Yeah, if I didn't build it too close to the unicorn. Oh well. Stop by just to watch. I'm not type much, but I've been playing rhythm games. Now my hand hurts from playing 200. Oof. Ouch. That sounds like a hurt. Well, again, as long as you're watching, that's completely fine. Alright, well, that's my Pokeball. Again, it's Minecraft, so you'll have to bear with me. I mean, I think that's bad. Look at my disco ball over there. How do you zoom in? That's not it. No, that's not what I want to do. Yeah, not looking at the chat, not looking at the chat. Yeah, I think I may have accidentally stopped streaming while I was trying to figure out how to zoom in. Alright, looks like it's back. Go. Okay, is everything still... Alright, everything back on? Everything working? Alright. Good, good. Okay, yeah. I think I may accidentally turn the stream off while trying to figure out how to zoom in. That's my bad. That's my bad. Alright, so now you can pick your... Now you can make your suggestion in 3, 2, 1... And again, I'm not looking at the chat. I'm looking at something else I'm trying to do. Alright. Now let us pick what has been suggested by you. Maybe like a Thanksgiving hat with a little buckle on it or whatever. It's like a pilgrim hat. Good idea, Emily. So let's go with pilgrim hat. Alright. So I think I'll use black stained clay for that. And for the buckle, we shall use gold. I think that's literally going to be it. Alright. So let's do this. Actually, the brims are always huge on these things. Yeah, no, Emily, not only did I see it, I put my finger right on it. Alright, so let's see, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pretty sure I counted that right. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then do boom. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And perfect. Alright. So let's make it double wide. Yeah, I get it's lagging, guys. Just not much I can do. I mean, sure, there is something I can do, I just have no idea what. Alright. Yeah, so I'll just make it too wide, well, too high. Then I'll make the actual hat. Yeah, and for you non-Americans who don't get what this is, it's pretty much like a Thanksgiving thing, which is pretty much an American, well, it is an American holiday, or at least the Thanksgiving that we're talking about here. It's not going to take forever, don't worry. So... maybe toggle down here. There we go. No, one word. Okie dokie. Yeah, it's a fair question. I noticed Luciano was in here. Luciano, I mean. Well, everyone gets busy, so I'm assuming that's what it was. Yeah, I know about Thanksgiving. You Americans love it and you like turkey. Yeah, I'll admit it. I like turkey. And that's not just because I'm American. I just like turkey. Though, honestly, I think I actually slightly prefer ham over turkey. Not gonna lie. I mean, one, it's kind of hard to have a not juicy ham. And I have had a lot of dry turkey, and I hate dry turkey. Like, so much. Chapter 2 of my Dragon Pressure series. Nice! Progress. More progress than I'm making on any of my regular stories. In fact, I've added more to myself and started a new story. If you guys haven't noticed, I've actually, well, started a Portal fanfic. Yeah. And by started, I mean I've just had like a disclaimer pretty much saying how I'm new and don't know much. So if I get something wrong or if I don't know about something, then just go easy on me. I'm still extremely new. I mean, I played both games, but apparently there's a comic. So that adds more to the story, which I have not read. So I pretty much looked up what the comic is and about. So I still have a general idea, and I don't think I'll be referencing it that much, to be honest. But yeah. So started a Portal, and it's very spoiler heavy, so I would very much recommend playing both the Portal games before playing. Because it's not going to be like my Five Nights at Freddy's story, where it's going to like pretty much tell the story in a new game in a new way because it has its own linear story. This is going to be like pretty much it's going to be set after Portal 2. Ham with pineapples and cherries. I don't know about the cherries, but ham and pineapple, that's a good combo. Alright. So the middle would be around here. Alright. Not American, I like you guys. You have so much high tech, and of course Washington, D.C. is going to get attacked by terrorists sometime soon. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that because, yeah, I'm trying to keep everybody happy, not talk about terrorism. Yeah, one thing I don't like about the stained clay is that they really don't look like the color they claim to be. Like, I swear this is black. Yeah, black stained clay, and it looks brown to me. America's the strongest country. If you want to think that, as an American, I mean, we have the biggest love for our country, and to an extent. But yeah, I mean, personally, I love America. I just don't love the people who are running it. That's pretty much what it boils down to. Love the country, hate the people in charge of it. Or rather, I hate how they're treating it. Alright. And I have prayed for Paris, Aronix, however you pronounce that now. Yeah, of course I have been. I mean, I know it's going to take more than that to pretty much do any kind of result, but yeah. That's the big protest everybody's making now. Trying to bash on people who are praying for Paris, because that's not going to do anything. You know what? It may not physically do anything, but at least people are trying to care. Yeah, try not to go on a rant here about that, though. Obama's a good president. Try living in America for a little bit, then you'll, or at least actually pay attention to what he does. Then, yeah. I mean, I guess maybe you're not as biased about it because you're not American, but can you leave? Hashtag pray for Paris for Facebook. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, John Dash, that's a little bit of a rough response, but again, it just, I mean, there's a few things I won't allow on this chat, and, well, just hate in general is definitely one I'm not going to allow on this chat. But other than that, you're pretty much up to whatever you want to talk about. So if people want to do Pray for Paris, I mean, now if you say, like, I hope Paris gets blown up again, then yes, I'm going to have a serious problem with that. But, you know, just let people be people and just let them think what they want to think. Simple enough as that. That's pretty much been my life motto for a while. If you're someone's beliefs or life is different than yours, don't hate on them, don't be angry at them. Just let them be them. Now, if their actions, like, you know, like say ISIS or whatever, their actions are going to threaten your life, then that is a very good reason to stop them and be angry at them. And I know it's kind of self-contradictory, but I mean, you get what I'm trying to say, right? Like, as long as you're nice and like try to make people not want to hate you, which is why I hate like those just no just those I want to say trolls, but I swear they're serious when they come to like telling people to you know like like that they suck, they want to kill like yeah it's yeah I just don't like those people. And I know I said I'm not gonna go on rants, but you should put a yellow buckle. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do next. Yeah, it's not as tall as a pilgrim hat, but you get the idea. All right. Alright. Well, there's my pilgrim's hat. Hang on, I just want to see what the heck just happened in the chat. Alright, Emily, I'm sorry I didn't see that. You don't want us to talk about that. I'm very sorry. Didn't see that. Alright. Alright. So, let us try and get off the topic of terrorism, war, and anything else negative, and let us focus on building a new thingy. I'm going to move farther down this way. Alright. Yeah, no, it's not a tall pilgrim hat, but, you know, everyone pointed out it was taking a while, so, yeah. Alright. Now, make your suggestion in 3, 2, 1. Alright, just want to make sure. Okay, it's still streaming. Definitely want to make sure that's a thing. Alright. Now, let us pick fire-breathing chicken. You know what? That's too funny to pass up. Fire breathing chicken. Whoa. Okay, just want to make sure I spell that right. It's gonna be in this world forever, so we want to make sure I spells it right. All right. So first step is to build a chicken. I actually have my own little technique for this. All right, well, glad you're back, Emily. Just as long as you're fine, that's completely all right. All right, so where was I? Yes. Woo! Anyway, then what was it? And then of course, my own little technique for making a chicken in Minecraft chicken anyway. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's tall enough. Wait a second. I think I understand where you got that idea from. I think I just now clicked where you got that idea. Could be wrong, though. I don't watch Supernatural. It's another show I want to get into. But as of now, my mom and brother used to watch Supernatural all the time. When, like, years ago when it first started. But this is guys, my mom stopped watching it. And I quote from the back of my mind is because she was tired of them dying all the time. Now I'm just looking back at that now, I'm like, that's the one thing everybody loves. Alright. So, anyway. Finger always lands in the comment above or below. Sorry, man, it's literally just random chance. Alright. Oh, that's starting to look a little bit like a chicken. For Minecraft standards. And just make the head. Actually, we can make this a little bit shorter. Well, when I think fire-breathing chicken, well, it wasn't my first thought, but I'm thinking of Good Mythical Morning. The little intro for Good Mythical Morning, the fire-breathing chicken. That's my idea of anyway where it came from. And I could be 100% wrong, but why is the FNAF song Marching Onto Your Nightmare stuck in my head? I don't know. Why is it stuck in your head? Anyone else but me relive childhood by watching Disney movies? Yeah. So beak. Alright, that's a good enough chicken, right? Please don't react to the Marble Hornets YouTube series. I don't really do reaction videos anymore. Frankly, because I don't see that much of a point. Alright, so now the actual fire part. Tempted to use real fire, but it's wool we're talking about here, so I'll just play it safe. Gonna say termone or lumber. Whatever that is. Alright. Alright. And let us just go wild with the wool to make it fire. Lilo and Stitch. That's definitely high up on one of my favorite Disney movies. Honestly, I actually wanted to do that for my top 10 book, top 10 Disney movies. Well, definitely high up there is Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin. I think I already said Lilo and Stitch. Emperor's New Groove. It's a very underrated one, but yeah, that's good mythical warning. Yeah, I mean, come on, you now you understand why I thought that, right? I mean, the intro is literally just a chicken like looking up, breathing fire, and the fire says "Good mythical morning." Tangled, that's another one. Yeah, another one that's high up there. Well, yeah, it doesn't really look like fire. Oh well. Dinosaur, that's another underrated one. I watched Dinosaur all the time when I was younger, actually. Good thing no one said Frozen. It's not a bad movie, it is just very, very, very overrated. That's my complaint about it. It is very overrated and very girls focused. Not saying that's a bad thing, I'm just saying Disney is usually more focused and oriented around multiple people, like all age groups and all people in general. Frozen definitely seemed more woman oriented or girl oriented. I don't know. It's not a bad movie. It is just it's in no way as good as everyone makes it out to be. Finding Dory. I'm definitely looking forward to Finding Dory. Definitely. Yeah, Finding Nemo. You know what? In a way, I kind of count Pixar as Disney. So, yeah, but Pixar, I think, is a list that deserves its own. Well, it's a topic that deserves its own list. Disney classics? Hmm. Well, I'll think about that while we come up with our next topic. So, there you go. That is our fire-breathing chicken. Oh, wow. Inside Out. That's definitely high up on my favorite Pixar movies. Definitely high up. Actually, if you guys haven't seen Inside Out yet, very good movie. Terminator movies. I haven't seen any of the Terminator movies, so Wally. Yes. Okay, okay. So I'll leave you guys to pick your topic, and then while we're building whatever we're building, I'll go through like my favorite Pixar movies because that's going to be easier than my favorite Disney movies. So we'll go through my favorite Pixar movies. All right. So let us begin in three, two, one. Comment. All right, now I'm just gonna get a quick drink. Yeah. Alright, I am back, and I am going to build a farting man. Alright. You know what? I'm only passing because you've already been picking Geometry Dash, so the Disney logo. Alright, I'll take that challenge. So, Disney logo. And it's fitting for the topic we're about, conversation. Tyler E. Ah, I see your dang it comment. Well, you're probably going to take that back, Tyler. Alright. Might as well go white on this. So, let's go with quartz. Alright. Okay, I've seen the Disney logo a million times, so for more entertainment on your part, I'm going to try and do this from memory. Oh, another interesting question. I can't be the only one who, growing up, thought the Disney logo looked more like a G than a D. Like, I grew up thinking that the Disney logo looked more like a G. There are many logos of Disney. Yeah, the Disney logo I'm doing is like the D, like the Disney D. So that's the Disney logo I'm going with. I'm not happy. Well, there you go, Tyler. There you go. I told you I'd make you happy. Wouldn't necessarily. Well, I guess I did say it was my goal. Never mind. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna be making the Disney D unless Tyler had something else in mind. The DG thing. Okay. Yeah, I figured that's. Yeah, you even called it the G. Disney. There you go. That's what it's called. Disney. Logo always confused me. Yeah, no, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought it was a G. Alright. So then it does like that swoosh thing. That makes it look like the G. So alright. So now if I do this. Oh. Actually, it doesn't really fully touch, does it? Oh my gosh, I'm making this look like total crap. I suppose that's the fun part, but you know what? You know what? I'm sticking with that. That's just too funny. Oh boy. Alright. Feels better to say Disneyland. Disneyland, Disneyland. Yeah, it's definitely got a better ring to it. How the heck do we get a topic on seniors? It is art. Alright, well there you go, Tyler. There is the Disney logo. You can look it up. Nah, that'll take too much time, and again, it's funny to just to see what my mind remembers it as. Alrighty then. Oh yeah, I was supposed to talk about my Pixar movies, wasn't I? I'll see if I can remember to do it next time. Alright. Wow, it's only been an hour already. This is gonna be really fun, isn't it? And we've already made 5 things. 5 things? Alright. Liking the pace of that. Because last time we did this, I only did a 2-hour stream, so we're pretty much right on pace. Scroll up the chat, I was saying about seniors bullying me. Gotcha. Well, you know what? It's gonna happen. Yeah, I agree with you, Geometry Dash. I hate bullies. I never saw a point of it. Never see a point of bullying. Alright. Alright, so to save some time, I'm just going to have this set up already. Then I will ask you to type now. Nah. Well, there you go, Epic Nerd, your logo. Alright. So from what I see by your logo, it's just sunglasses, a mustache, and whatever that says underneath it. Alright. So this should be simple enough. Whoa, still have the gaps on. Okay, so black wall. And alright, I guess that's pretty much all I need, isn't it? Alright, so I'm going to try and make that mustache as round and accurate as I can. Don't worry about the words. Okay, thank you. Nerd glasses, yeah, I picked up on that. The most random urge to listen to Bohemian Rhapsody. Hey, there are worse songs to want to sing and dance and listen to. No, you didn't say dance, but you know. You could dance to Bohemian Rhapsody if you want, I won't judge. Oh my god. Ooh. Well then. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, I've been sitting for a long time. I know I just got out of sitting for a while. My butt's hurting. And I know that can entirely be taken out of context, but oh well. Oh my gosh, rain. Alright, you good? Okay, we're good. So, oh, the chat glitch again. The audio glitch. Gotta go to bed. Alright, well, glad you could watch the stream, Troy. Glad you could make it. Do this right. No, this is supposed to be 4. Where did I get 5 from? Microphone thingy just happened. Yep, I figured. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Well, that's not the most symmetrical thing in the world, is it? Is it? I guess it is. And then the nerd glasses. Yeah, you probably thought those were the nerd glasses, but nope. That was the mustache. Yeah, alright. 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 Oh, yeah, it's gotta be glasses, of course. There we go, epic nerd. There is your logo, to the best of my ability in Minecraft. Alright. Epic logo, suggested by Epic Nerd. So the Disney logo was the second one suggested by me, but the first one credited to me. Pretty sure I credited you, well, pretty sure I credited you on one of these. Because you're the one who technically suggested the wolf cow, right? No, I didn't see. Hang on. Luciano. Luciano. Thunder Slayer. Okay, maybe I didn't credit you for that. Yeah, that was Emily. Yeah, that was Random Potato, obviously. GOT Bandits. Uvis. Luciano. And then, I guess that was the first one I officially credited you. So there you go, Tyler. Wolf cow. Yeah. I thought I did credit you for that one. Oh well. Alright. Well, there you go. There is your logo. Alright. Well, that out of the way. Let us get suggesting on our next build that'll turn out hilarious. So, go. Choose Slender. DeLorean. Okay, only because you've been suggesting it all night. Let's go with a DeLorean. Slender Slayer 351. Can I fit that all? Slayer 351. Alright. And there we go. So now I'm going to attempt to build a DeLorean. Cannot guarantee it'll travel through time, but that's it. Alright, so let's Kale. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Alright, then we'll add the button. Um, what is a DeLorean? If you've seen Back to the Future, it's what the time machine slash car is. If that doesn't help, Google it. Gotta enjoy the stream, can't wait for. Alright, Epic Nerd, well, thanks for watching, commenting, suggesting even. And yeah, hope to see you next stream. Or even in my Let's Plays. I'm sure you're probably there, but need to go clean my room, be back in 20 minutes. Alright, Geometry Dash, that's cool. That's cool. Alright. You know what? For added effect at the end, but we'll save that for the end. Alright, so let's build out this way a little bit. Alright. Okay, yeah, the wheels don't do that big. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Didn't know the name of the, yeah, that's the name of the car, DeLorean. Yeah, it's gonna be very tiny. I'll get that out of the way now. It's gonna be very tiny. It's probably not gonna look like a car either. This is so not gonna look like a car. Huh. And I should probably add a windshield, shouldn't I? This is so pathetic. Oh my goodness. My goodness. I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening. Galileo, 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 Figaro, Magnifico. I see it, I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. Let him go, Bismillah, we will not let you go. Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let him go, we'll not let you go. Let him go, we'll not let you go. No, 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 no. Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me, for me, for me. Ah, no, 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 no. Bad fire, bad fire. No, bad fire. Okay. Ah, no, nah. All right. Solution. All right. And there you go. Well, there you go, Slender Slayer. That's my... Actually, is there a way to turn fire off? Alright. Well, there you go, Slender Slayer. That is my DeLorean. Complete with the flames. So you think you can stop me and spit in my eye? So you think you can la 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 la? Oh baby, can you listen to me, baby? Just gotta get out, just gotta get right out of here. Oh, okay, okay, yep, sorry, fire's going out, alright. We can relight it later for effect, but if I don't destroy the entire ground first. Alright. 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 Next one. It begins now. But I just want to be noticed. I only crave your gaze. But when you look away from my display, it sends me in a craze. And I just want you to notice. I just want everyone to know. But now my heart is dark, my bite is worse than my bark. I just wanna put on a show. I just want to be noticed. I just want to be noticed. I just want to be noticed. I just wanna put on a show. All I wanted was to play in the band, even if it was challenging with a hook or a hand. You never listen, never bother, never look my way. It's only fair for me to visit you and make you pay. All alone on Pirate Cove, it broke my heart in two. You never came to see me, so now I'm coming to see you. But I just want to be noticed. I only crave your gaze. But when you look away from my display, it sends me in a craze. 'Cause I just want you to notice. I just want everyone to know. But now my heart is dark, my bite is worse than my bark. I just wanna put on a show. I just want to be noticed. I just want to be noticed. I just want to be noticed. I just wanna put on a show for you. Clownfish. Alright. We'll go with the clownfish. And yes, Emily was the one to suggest it. Alright. If the comment section wasn't so laggy on your side, I'd probably join you. Oh well. And yes, if you hadn't noticed, that was a good cover of Noticed. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say good, then I've got a video on my channel of a bad cover of Noticed. It was more of a lip sync of the Nightcore version. Alright. Anyway, clownfish. Those are obviously orange. This is orange tulip. Orange and white. And we'll get those for eyes. And for a second, it sounded like PewDiePie. Oh yeah, before I did the thing. Alright. Who did a better job of covering Bohemian Rhapsody? Kanye West. I actually haven't heard either of them cover. I've heard the original version and the Glee cover, but the original is always the best. But yeah, but to answer your question, I haven't heard any of the others. Yeah, I'm going off my memory as to what a clownfish specifically looks like. Playing cracked Minecraft? No, this is normal Minecraft, vanilla. Alright, that's a start. Heard Kanye botched the lyrics, or he can't sing as high as Freddie Mercury. To be fair, Freddie Mercury can sing very high, so that's the reason I have trouble with the high parts. I mean, I can't really reach that high of a note anyway, but, you know. Have you played Minecraft servers? I've played the, what's it called? Mineplex server. I've had several Let's Plays of that. And I tried the Windcraft, I believe it's called. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm not used to MMO, but yeah, didn't enjoy that as much. Tried making a video of that, but it was so lost. Can you build an auto brewing system? I can't even do that in normal Minecraft. Expect me to do a let's build of it? Well, it doesn't really look much like clownfish. That's better. So now let's get to the tail. Yeah, Winker. I'm pretty sure you're the one who suggested it to me, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not psychic, but I think it's because you're the one who mentioned it to me in the first place, is how I knew you were gonna ask about it. And plus, it answers the question of have I played any servers, so you build your name. That's not much of a build as it is a write. Actually, okay, that looks slightly better. Okay, that's better. That's more of a clownfish than what I had. Alright, so where is Emily anyway? Did she like leave? But anyway, there's her clownfish. Favorite Queen song besides Bohemian Rhapsody? Well, to be fair, I don't know that many Queen songs. I know there's We Will Rock You. You're My Best Friend, I believe is the full title. Which, honestly, that sounds more of a Beatles. That sounds more like a Beatles song, but no, it's Queen. I know there's another. I think there's another big one I'm missing. And I'll probably remember it when you remind me of it. But as of now, at the top of my head, I have to say We Will Rock You. Yeah, it's a clownfish. Of course it's going to be Nemo. I have a memory of a goldfish. It's be perfect you're building a goldfish. We Are the Champions. That's the other one I was thinking of. We Are the Champions. Yes, yeah, I figured someone else would remind me what it was. Yes. Yeah, I'd have to pick either We Will Rock You or We Are the Champions. Alright. Actually, let me just check to see how laggy this even is. Because I'm thinking about maybe rewarding some of you now with that preview I mentioned. If you guys would be up for that. I will give a heads up right now that the preview I have in mind, half an hour, which is pretty much a third of the entire thing. But you know what? I think you're going to like it. And sorry if it's going to turn out crap because of like audio and laggage. Emily Frost, hey, you're back. What I miss? Well, this look familiar? Yep. Yes, I did your suggestion of a clownfish. You're welcome, Emily. Hey, Isabel. Nigian? Sorry, however you pronounce that. Alright. Anyway, so Cole sings some Bohemian Rhapsody. I definitely did do that. I also sang Noticed by Manda Pony. A good version, by the way. Yeah, so if you guys are up for that preview of the video I got scheduled for tomorrow, the big project, then I'm not up for doing that right now. If anything else, that'll give me like a half-hour break without actually ending the stream early. Speaking of ending the stream early, is it still running? Okay, it's still streaming. Good, good. Yeah, the chat was like non-existent for a second, so making sure. Every time someone starts making the We Will Rock You beat, I start humming along. Yeah, I know. And it's such an easy beat to do, you know? Alright. Actually, what is this stream looking like for you guys? Alright. Everybody seemed to go away for a second. Alright. Well, as I was saying, in case you guys missed it. Oh, where am I listening? Yeah, you're very welcome, Emily. Alright. So, to answer your question, now what? I'm thinking of showing you that preview I mentioned for that video I have planned. Yeah, because the preview I had in mind, I made sure that's as good as it could be. So, yeah. So, you know what? I think that is what I'm going to do right now. So let me just get this set up. And hopefully it runs well. That's the thing I'm asking for. Hopefully it runs well. Alright. Just in time, right? Oh, well, there you go. Just in time, Geometry Dash. Alright. I'm also going to get rid of my face because I want you guys to focus on the video. So I'll still be like here, like seeing your reactions to comments and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm just not going to be. Again, I'm sorry if the video runs slow, laggy, whatever, and it's not synced up, but all the more reason to watch the real thing when it comes out. Alright. So, I think you guys are going to enjoy this. I very much guarantee you guys are going to enjoy this. Alright. Here we go.
Five Nights at Freddy's by Goodrich. Getting a job.
Come on, Mike.
Macy told me.
You can't sit on this couch forever.
Yes, I can, I replied without taking my eyes off the TV. She stood in front of the TV to try and block it.
You really think you're gonna make money by watching TV all day?
She asked. I'm sure it's possible somewhere, I said while adjusting my head to look around her.
Well, it's not possible here.
She then shut off the TV and bent down to look at me eye to eye.
Look,
she said in a serious tone.
When you dropped out of high school, I promised Mom I'd make sure you had a successful life.
I know, I told her, not really caring.
And you're not gonna get anywhere in life if you don't try to get a job somewhere.
Mace, you know me. I'm not really a hard-working guy.
I know, but as your big sister, I have to keep you motivated to do your best.
You don't really have to, you know.
I know, but a Schmidt never fails. Mom got really pissed when you dropped out, but maybe you can make it up to her by trying to get your life back together.
I then deeply sighed. I hated working, but I hated disappointing Mom even more. Fine, I said. I'll look through the paper and find out who's offering jobs.
That's the spirit,
she said with a smile. She then went to the bathroom to take her evening shower. I really didn't know what I was thinking when I decided to quit school, but I didn't think it would be like this. I have no money, my parents are upset, and I'm living with my sister in her apartment. I really hit rock bottom. It didn't really help I didn't like physical labor, but I gotta do what I gotta do. So I went over to today's paper. Macy conveniently left it on the kitchen table, and I looked through the want ads. I saw job listings for cashiers, drivers, supply stockers, and all other stuff. None of them were really up my alley. I then threw the paper on the table with frustration. When I did, Macy got out of the bathroom with towels wrapped around her body and hair.
Find anything?
She asked as she took the towel off her hair and started drying it. Nothing I feel like I can do, I said with a groan, to which she sighed in frustration.
There's gotta be something even you can do,
she said as she picked up the paper. She flipped through some things before stopping and appearing to read an ad.
How about this?
She asked as she grabbed a red Sharpie from the table and drew a circle in the paper. She then gave it to me, and I looked at what was circled. The first thing I saw was what looked like a giant teddy bear with a top hat and bow tie, as well as big blue eyes. Next to it read the following. Help wanted. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Family pizzeria looking for security guard to work the night shift. Mondays through Fridays, 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. Monitor cameras, ensure safety of equipment and animatronic characters. Not responsible for injury/dismemberment. $120 a week.
Sounds simple enough for you,
she told me.
Looks like you just gotta watch security cameras.
I was still just staring at the ad in confusion. What's this about dismemberment? I asked, not expecting her to know the answer. She took the paper back from me and read it again.
Maybe it's just a legal thing,
she said with a shrug.
You know, if the worst happened, you know?
I guess, but it's only $120 a week. That's like $4 an hour.
Wow, and here I thought that you didn't know how to do math.
Oh, shut up.
Okay, so it's not the best money,
she continued.
But is there any other job you would want to have here?
She got me there. Fine, I told her, taking the paper back. I'll call them and ask about the job.
Thank you,
she said.
And if it helps, don't feel like you have to do this for money. Do it for Mom and Dad, okay?
Okay. She then smiled and went into her bedroom. I groaned and called the number. I didn't want a job, but I didn't have a choice. Though, to be honest, this didn't seem like a difficult job.
Hey, Cole.
Interview.
Hey, we're going to roll if you're not too busy.
Alright.
Alright. I'm going to go for it.
Meet with the boss on Sunday afternoon to discuss some things, like what I'd have to do and stuff. So I agreed. Not like I had a choice. I drove over there and got my first good look at the place. The exterior was big and colorful, with a giant sign reading Freddy Fazbear's Pizza in giant red letters. I went inside and was instantly greeted by tons of little children running around. A good majority of them were by some sort of stage, where I could see 3 animatronic animals singing a cheesy tune. The one in the middle, holding the microphone, was the bear I had seen in the advertisement. To his right was a purple bunny playing a red electric guitar. To his left was a yellow duck-looking thing playing a keyboard. They all looked really creepy and old, but the kids seemed to love them anyway. I then made my way around the place and found the manager's office. I knocked on the open door, and the manager looked up from his paperwork. "Ah, you must be Mike Schmidt," he said with a smile. "Yes, sir," I replied. "Please, have a seat," he said as he signaled towards the chair in front of his desk, which I proceeded to sit in. "So you want to work the night shift?" he asked. "Yes, sir," I replied. "You said on the phone that you dropped out of high school and have no past work experience, correct?" "Yes, that's correct." I felt stupid talking all professional, but that's how you get the job. "Well, the truth is, you really don't need much to work the security night shift," he explained. "All you really need to know how to do is look at screens and press buttons." "Well, I play video games a lot, so I think I'm good there," I admitted. The manager smiled. "Now," he continued, "if you get this job, your main focus is the animatronic characters on the stage." "Why?" "Well, we don't want anything to happen to them. They're old and almost irreplaceable. We'd fix them, but money's kind of tight for us right now." Oh. I really didn't know how to reply to that. "Which reminds me," he then proceeded, "if you're unhappy with your payroll, I understand. Of course, perhaps your pay isn't that important to you, or else you wouldn't have called." "You got me there," I said with a chuckle. "I'm mainly here because my sister forced me to. She wants me to make my parents like me again." "I see," he said with a nod. "Well, if you're going to be watching the characters, you may as well get to know them." He then pointed to a picture on the wall of the 3 animals I had seen on stage when I entered. "Right there in the middle is our main attraction, Freddy Fazbear," he said while pointing at the teddy bear. "Right there is Bonnie the bunny, and that's Chica the chicken." "That's a chicken?" I asked in shock. "Looked like a duck." "Yeah, a lot of people think that," the manager said with a chuckle.
That'll do.
"Wait, who's that?" I asked while pointing to another picture. The character in there was a red fox or something with an eye patch and a hook on his hand. He also had a big jaw with sharp-looking teeth. "Oh, that's Foxy the Pirate," he replied.
Wow.
"He was our main attraction at Pirate Cove, but we haven't used him in years." "Why?"
I'll let you know if
"There
he
was an
screenshots it.
accident almost 30 years ago involving him," he said nervously. "It's not something we like to talk about." "I see," I said casually. "I wonder what happened." "Well, I think that just about covers it," he finally said with a smile. "Still interested?" I thought for a minute. It seemed like a simple enough job, and it would make my family happy. "I am," I replied. "Well, consider yourself hired." He then extended his hand, which I politely shook. "You start tonight, 12 a.m., he said. "Be here a bit earlier, though, so I can help you get settled." "Sounds good," I replied. Well, I officially had a job now. It actually kind of felt great. Now I just gotta find a way to stay awake all night. Orientation. I arrived at the restaurant at 11:55 p.m. There was only one car in the parking lot, and very few lights on in the building. I walked inside, the door was shockingly unlocked, and found the lights in the main stage area. Characters on the stage, only they were shut off and not moving. Somehow that made them look creepier. I heard footsteps approaching from the back. It actually frightened me because it was so quiet before then. The manager walked into the room to see who had come in. He smiled when he saw me. "Welcome to your first night," he said with glee. "Excited?" "I guess," I replied. "Better than a no. Follow me and I'll show you to your station." He then started heading to the back of the restaurant, and I had no choice but to follow him. "It's pretty scary here without lights, I know," he admitted. "But don't worry, you have plenty of light in your room." "That's good to hear," I said with relief. He was right when he said it was scary without light. It looked nothing like the happy, joyful place I was in only hours before. Here we are. I saw a small room with 2 doors, one on each side. There was definitely a light in it, though, so that was good. There's your seat, he said, referring to the black chair in the center of the room. I went into the room and sat down in the chair. It was a little cramped, but at least I had arm and leg room. In front of me was a desk with papers, a phone, a fan, and some food wrappers. There were posters for Freddy Fazbear's Pizza all over the walls, as well as some drawings that looked like they came from children. Next to each of the doors were 2 buttons. There was a white one labeled Light, and a red one labeled Door. Finally, in front was a blank screen, which I assumed is where the security feed would come from. Now there's one important thing I have to tell you, the manager told me through the hallway. Like I said, we have money problems, so we can't afford to keep the main electricity running all the time. So during your shift, the only power in the building will come from a generator that, if used properly, can last at least 6 hours. Doesn't sound too bad, I said with a shrug. Well, the more electrical objects are used, he explained, the faster the battery will drain. That makes sense. Right, but you could end up using a lot of power throughout your shift. For example, the cameras use power, the door lights use power, the doors themselves use power. Heck, you could just sit here and use power from the lights in the room. Oh, I had no idea how much I would need power. I just hoped it'd be easy to conserve it. Oh, one more thing, he said. He then pulled out a piece of paper and a pen. If you could sign this, that would be great. What is it? It's basically a contract saying you'll stay here the whole time during your shift, you won't break anything, steal anything, bring a friend or relative in, you know, legal stuff. Oh, okay. So I grabbed the pen and signed it. Well, it's almost time for your shift to start, he said while looking at his watch. I'm sure everything will be fine. I'll see you in the morning. Alright, see you. I was actually really nervous, but I couldn't back out now. He then left and I deeply exhaled. I hope this would go smoothly. I heard a clock chime. I looked up and saw a clock that read 12 a.m. My first night had officially begun. I just hoped it would go by fast. Night 1. I sat in the office. It was eerily quiet. The only real noise was coming from the electric fan on the desk. I turned on the screen in front of me and was greeted with a view of the 3 robotic characters on the stage. Only now there was no light anywhere. They looked creepier than they ever have. To the bottom right of the screen was what looked like a layout of the building. It also appeared to be touchscreen. I tapped on one of the other boxes, and the screen changed to another room. This one appeared to be backstage, where lots of spare animal costumes could be found. I caught a glimpse of a small screen to the left of the desk. It displayed a giant 99%, as well as 2 green bars. I turned the camera off, and suddenly there was only 1 bar. I realized this must be my power supply reader. Suddenly, the phone on my desk rang, and I nearly jumped out of my seat. After my heart started calming again, I picked up the receiver. Hello? I asked. Hello? The voice on the other end replied. It sounded staticky, but I could tell it was a man. Oh hey, you must be the new guy. Yeah, that's me, I replied. Well, I'm here to get you settled in for your first week, he explained. I used to work in that office before you. I'm finishing my last week now, as a matter of fact. Oh, I replied. I really didn't know what else to say. So, I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll be fine. So, let's just focus on getting you through your first night, okay? Alright. Let's see, there's this introductory greeting from the company I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know? Of course. Okay, welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. That seemed like normal legal procedure. Upon discovering that damage or death has occurred, a missing persons report will be filed within 90 days, or as soon as the property and premises have been thoroughly cleaned and bleached, carpets replaced, blah blah blah. That did not seem like normal legal procedure. I thought back to what Macy said, that maybe they're just planning for the worst. Now that might sound bad, I know, he continued, but there's really nothing to worry about. I kinda wanted to believe him. Now, the animatronic characters here do tend to get a bit quirky at night. Quirky? I asked. Yeah, but do I blame them? No. If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I never got a bath, I'd probably get a bit irritable at night too. I guess he had a point. So remember, these characters hold a special place in the hearts of children, so we need to show them some respect. Okay? Okay. So just be aware, he then said in a serious tone, these characters do tend to wander a bit. Wander? I felt like a broken record. Yeah, they're like in some sort of free roaming mode at night. Something about their servos being locked up if they're left off for too long. Well, why don't they just do that in the daytime? Well, they used to be able to walk around the day, he explained. But then there was the bite of '87. I froze in fear. I could then hear him chuckle to himself. It's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe, I heard him say quietly. I then thought of what the manager said earlier, about an accident occurring almost 30 years ago. Just what the hell is up with this place? Now, concerning your safety, he continued in a normal tone, the only real risk to you as a night watchman, if any, is the fact that these characters, if they happen to see you after hours, probably won't recognize you as a person. What? I asked. What will they recognize me as? They'll most likely see you as a metal endoskeleton without its costume on. That's a bit strange. Now, since that's against the rules here at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, they'll probably try to forcefully stuff you inside a Freddy Fazbear suit. That didn't seem too bad. Which wouldn't be so bad, he said as if reading my mind, if the suits themselves weren't filled with cross beams, wiring, and animatronic devices, especially around the facial area. I suddenly cringed at the thought of that. So yeah, you can probably imagine how having your face shoved in there would cause a lot of discomfort and death. I felt like I was about to puke. The only parts of you that would most likely see the light of day again would be your eyes and teeth poking out the front of the mask. I could feel myself getting pale. I didn't make a single noise. Yeah, they don't tell you these things when you sign up, he replied to my silence. No, they don't, I replied. But hey, first night should be a breeze. I'll chat with you tomorrow. Okay. I was really scared. Remember, check those cameras and close the doors only if absolutely necessary. Gotta conserve power. I looked up my power meter, which is at 98% now. Got it, I told him. Alright, good night. I then heard him hang up. I then put the receiver back and deeply exhaled as I grabbed my hair. My heart was racing fast. I had no idea what this job was like. Just out of curiosity, I turned the camera back on and turned to the stage. All three of them were still there. I sighed a deep sigh of relief. I then turned the camera back off. I then just chuckled. He's just messing with me, I told myself. He just wants to screw with the new guy. They won't move, and they certainly won't try to put me in a suit. I'll be fine. I then pulled out my iPod and started listening to some music while reading a magazine I had brought with me. After a while, I glanced at the clock. 12:45 a.m. I then opened the screen again. They were all still there. I smiled and put the screen back down. I then let out a big yawn. I tried taking a nap earlier today, but I don't think it did much help. I figured another nap now wouldn't hurt. I then closed my eyes and I could feel myself passing out. I woke up to the sound of clanking. I opened my eyes and looked at the clock. 3:30 a.m. I pulled up the screen and my heart dropped. I saw a brown bear and a yellow chicken, but not a purple bunny. Bonnie was gone. I clicked around, and when I got to the dining room area, I saw him standing by the tables. I asked myself how he got there, but then I realized maybe the guy on the phone was right. Maybe they do move. Anyway, I put the camera down to not waste any power. Calm down, Mike, I thought to myself. It'll be okay. He's just standing there. He's not gonna get you. I then peeked back at the screen. He was still there, and the others were still in their spots. I felt myself taking short breaths out of fear. I put the camera down and tried to relax. I'm sure even if those things found me, they wouldn't try to put me in one of those suits. That's just crazy. I then heard footsteps in the hall. I quickly pulled the screen back up and saw Bonnie wasn't there. I went back to the stage and saw Freddy was the only one there. My heart started pounding again. I quickly clicked through the screens and saw Bonnie was in the supply closet, again, just standing there. I then flicked through and found Chica by the restrooms, standing there with mouth wide open. After putting the camera down again, I looked at the clock. 4:33 a.m. Somehow time was passing fast. After hearing footsteps again, I turned the camera back on to reveal Bonnie was back in the dining room and Chica in the kitchen. The kitchen camera was set to audio only for whatever reason, but I heard things moving around in there. Freddy was still on stage though. All the while, I could see my battery being used up. At 5 a.m., it was at 44%. The manager said if used right, this thing could last 6 hours. I hoped that was true. The characters didn't seem to be that much of a threat, to be honest. They were just moving around the building, nowhere near me. And it was only 2 of them. I actually felt confident. Finally, I heard chiming above me. I looked up and saw the clock read 6 a.m. I sighed a deep sigh of relief. I looked at the cameras for the heck of it and noticed Bonnie and Chica were moving back towards the stage. When they got back on, they got back into their positions and froze. I then pulled the screen down and got up from my chair. My first night at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza had come to an end, and I had quite an earful for the manager. Confrontation. I heard the front door open a few minutes after 6. I got out of my boxed room and went over to the front, where I found the manager walking in. He smiled when he saw me. I, however, didn't return the smile. "Thanks for watching the place," he said. "And thanks for telling me those robots move at night," I told him as I pointed at them on the stage. His smile disappeared. He then sighed. "If I would have told you that when you signed up, you would have never taken the job," he replied. "You're right," I replied, "but a heads up would have been considerate." "I'm sorry, but I had to do what I had to do." "Well, I have to do what I have to do," I replied coldly. "I quit." "You can't do that." "Watch me." "No, Mr. Schmidt, you seriously cannot do that." "Why?" He then pulled what looked like my contract out of his pocket, as if he knew he would need it. "Look right here," he said, pointing at the paper. I took a glance at where he was pointing, and my heart dropped. It clearly read, "As a worker, I will not quit or leave job while employed at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza." You son of a bitch. "I'm truly sorry, but it's the only way to keep my workers employed." "What if I don't come to work, huh?" "Ahem. As a worker, if I don't work any of my shifts, I understand I will be sued by Fazbear Entertainment for everything I own." "That's just ridiculous." "I'm very, very sorry, Mr. Schmidt." I deeply sighed and stormed out of the restaurant. "Don't forget," he called out, "your shift starts again tonight at midnight." I was kind enough to flip him off as I got into my car and drove away. Night 2.
Wait, where?
I arrived to work at 11:50 p.m. God forbid I be late and get sued. The manager was in the front area again, only this time he didn't greet me with a smile. In fact, he didn't say anything. He just gave a quick nod and left. This was going to be one awkward career with him. I then went into my office and waited until my shift officially started. Let me tell you, it was the longest 10 minutes of my life. This whole day wasn't very fun. I started sleeping as soon as I got home, and I didn't wake up until 3 in the afternoon. Macy asked how the job was. I just shrugged and said it was fine. If I would have told her the truth, she would have never believed me. Then the clock rang 12, and I deeply exhaled as I prepared for my second night. A minute later, the phone rang. I was sort of expecting it this time, so I wasn't as surprised. A loud noise after a bit of silence will still cause a scare, though. I then picked up the phone. "Hello?"
Hello?
It was the same guy from last night.
Well, hey, you made it tonight too. Congrats.
"Thanks."
Now, I won't talk quite as long this time, seeing as how Freddy and his friends become more active as the week progresses.
He explained.
It might be a good idea to look at those cameras while I talk to make sure everyone's in their proper place.
With that, I quickly looked at the camera and sighed with relief. They're still on stage, I told him.
Good.
He told me.
Interestingly enough, Freddy doesn't come off the stage very often.
Really? That would help a lot. One less robot I have to deal with.
Yeah, but I heard he becomes a lot more active in the dark, though. But hey, I guess that's one more reason to not run out of power, right?
Right, I replied with a nervous laugh.
Oh, I also want to emphasize the importance of using your door lights.
He continued. Good, because I was wondering what those were for. I then pressed the white button, and the hallway outside my door lit up.
You see, there are blind spots in your camera view,
He explained.
and those blind spots happen to be right outside your doors.
At least those were the only blind spots.
So, if you can't see something, or someone, on your camera, be sure to check your door lights. You might only have a few seconds to react. Not that you would be in any danger, of course. I'm not implying that.
Of course not. I'm not sure how unintentionally sarcastic that came out.
Also, check on the curtain in Pirate Cove from time to time.
Why? I then turned the camera on, only to discover Bonnie was off the stage. After finding him in the dining area, I switched to the Pirate Cove camera, where I just found a closed curtain with a "Sorry, out of order" sign in front.
The character in there seems to be unique, in that it becomes more active when the cameras are turned off for a long period of time.
He explained.
I guess he just doesn't like to be watched. I don't know.
I put the camera down and thought about what he just said. The manager said the character in Pirate Cove hadn't been used in years. Why would he still be able to roam?
Anyway, I'm sure you have everything under control.
He finished.
Talk to you soon.
Alright, I told him. Later. He then hung up, as did I. I looked back at the camera and saw Bonnie was still in the dining area, and everyone else was still on stage. And saw the curtain was still closed. This was definitely going to be an interesting shift. An hour passed, and not much really happened. Bonnie kept moving from place to place, but thankfully he wasn't in a blind spot. I kept checking in on Pirate Cove and still found the curtains shut. I don't think he was going to be a real problem. I looked back at the stage and found Chica had moved as well. I managed to find her by the restrooms, staring creepily. I put the camera down and started feeling nervous. Both of them were moving now, but hey, at least Freddy hadn't moved. Although I checked the cameras after thinking that just to make sure. Another hour passed. It was 2 a.m. now, and not much changed. Bonnie and Chica were moving around, Freddy was still on stage, and nothing was different at Pirate Cove. Best of all, my power was at 69%, which I felt was pretty good progress. It may have gotten a bit too easy, as I felt myself slowly falling asleep. I woke up to rattling outside my left door. I quickly looked at the clock and saw it was 2:30. I flipped through the camera and checked the areas outside my left door, but I couldn't see anything. My heart started beating fast. There was one more possibility. I quickly pressed the white button on my left, and the hallway illuminated. Instead of an empty wall, though, I was a giant purple face right in front of mine. I shrieked in fear as I pressed the red button above the white one and saw a giant metal door slam down. I clutched my chest and tried to take slow, steady breaths. That thing could have easily gotten in here. I then quickly pulled the camera up and saw Chica was still in her hallway and Freddy was on stage still. After noticing my power was going down rapidly, I realized I couldn't keep the door shut forever. I turned on the light outside the hallway and saw a shadow outside the window, meaning Bonnie was still there. Maybe I did have to leave the door shut all night. I looked back at the cameras and saw Chica was coming closer to my door. Freddy was still on stage though. I turned the light back on and saw the shadow was gone. I opened the door and saw Bonnie was no longer there. I deeply exhaled with relief and looked back at the cameras. I then checked Pirate Cove and saw what looked like a fox head poking out of the curtain. He looked right at the camera with a wide opened mouth and sharp teeth. I still don't understand why Foxy was able to roam, but that wasn't important right now. I kept flipping through the cameras and found Bonnie and Chica still in the hallways and Freddy still in place. I looked back at the curtain and saw Foxy was looking at us still. He looked pretty tore up, But that's what happens when you're abandoned for 30 years. I put the camera down to save power and tried to calm myself. It was 3 a.m. now, and my power was at 52%. If I kept this rate, I'd barely make it to 6 a.m. I checked again to see where everyone was. Bonnie was in the supply closet, Freddy hadn't moved off stage, and Foxy was still peeking out the curtain. However, I couldn't find Chica. I'd last seen her in the right hallway. I turned on the right hallway light and was greeted by a yellow chicken pressed against the window. I quickly shut the door and turned the light off. After a few seconds, I turned the light back on and saw she was still there. Groaning, I turned on the cameras to find everyone else. They were in their same places, but something was different about Foxy. He was even further out of the curtain. I really need to keep my eye on him. I turned the light on and saw Chica was gone. I then opened the door and checked both door lights just to be sure. Nothing on either of them. Soon it was 5 a.m. Nothing else exciting really happened, save for a few times Bonnie and Chica appeared outside my doors. The power was at 31%, so I felt safe. I then decided to check Pirate Cove again. When I did, though, I discovered the entire curtain was wide open and Foxy was nowhere in sight, and the out of order sign now read, "It's me." I then quickly flipped through all my cameras to find him, only to discover he was dashing down the hallway towards my left door. I quickly slammed the door shut when I saw him. A split second later, I heard banging, then nothing. I turned on the light to make sure he was gone and pulled the door back up. I then checked the camera and found the curtain at Pirate Cove closed again. I assumed that's where Foxy was now. After that, everything went smoothly. There was no more hiding in blind spots, and there was no more Foxy attacks. I gave a small chuckle of joy when I heard the clock ring 6 a.m. I then looked and saw everyone head back to their proper place. With that, it was just a simple wait until the manager showed up. I was really starting to wonder if I could handle this job any longer than a week.
And there you have that little sneak peek. So what do you guys think? Hope you enjoyed it. Legitness. Hey, Tyler. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Epic. Alright. Not a bad compliment. That a video? Yeah, it was a video. On YouTube. It's going to be on YouTube tomorrow. This was just a little sneak peek. So yeah, and will be on YouTube. It was just so epic. Nice. Alright. Well, I told you guys would enjoy it. And that was just the 2 nights. So, still working a little bit. It's done, essentially. I'm just the little nitpicky stuff. The little nitpicky stuff is stuff I'm working on. But should be up tomorrow at noon Central Standard Time. So you got that to look forward to. Then you can share it with all the FNAF fans you know. I mean, or not. Or not. But again, not forcing you to do anything, but if you think it's worthy enough to spread across YouTube, by all means, go ahead. I will substitute. Oh, well, thank you. Such an awesome story, no matter how many times I read it. I hear that a lot.
According to sources, the donuts are in the RA office.
Well, I think I might just go to that.
Okay. take like 20.
Not a bad idea.
Ooh, I just had a pretty good idea. During the day, I take my pajamas, set them here.
Ooh.
And so then,
As long as they don't catch on fire.
Yes, as long as that happens. But assuming that they don't, then I go to bed with heated pajamas. Ooh, what time to be home.
Alright. Alright. Now back to the scheduled part of our live stream. The building portion. Alright, for those new here, pretty much I'm just gonna give you like about a minute of my time, like a minute or so. Then people just leave suggestions, and yeah, I randomly pick one and I go with that. So yeah, so let us pick right about now. Actually, while you decide that, I'm gonna go be right back. Just keep suggesting.
Okay, well, I'm just about going to pass out soon.
Oof.
That's equal, man.
Yeah.
I'll get you.
Alright. Confetti cannon. Sure, why not? Oh, I didn't realize how angled I was. Oh well.
Set an alarm for noon.
Alright, Emily, I completely understand if you gotta go. Important issues for later this week. Yeah, go right ahead. It's pretty late anyway. I think I'm pretty sure this is gonna be my last build the night. I'm pretty tired myself, actually. Ooh. Hello, constipated owl. Interesting name choice. Actually, I've got an interesting idea of how I want to do this. Alright. I think this is pretty much how I did the disco ball. Ooh, it's gonna wear out my finger though. The audiobook, yes, I'll be editing that before I go to bed. This pretty much going to be uploading as is. I may edit it a bit, we'll see. Alright, I'll consider that a good enough confetti cannon. Alright. Well, I suppose that'll do it for this stream. It was a pretty fun stream. How much stuff did we get built? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. Alright. Alright, 9. Not a bad. Pretty much. I mean, technically I could have time for more, but, you know. Alright. New to the channel? Wow. That's good to hear, I suppose. Sorry, just your name is a bit, yeah. I mean, it's not bad, it's just not something I'm not that comfortable saying. But anyway, glad you're here. Yeah. Don't know what else to say, but you're free to check out my other stuff if you want. And yeah, that's pretty much what I gotta say about that. Alright, well. And yeah, and I keep seeing your request, Geometry Dash, but yeah, I'm pretty exhausted. As everyone keeps pointing out, it is very late. The majority of where everybody is. So, yeah, here's... Alright, and here's pretty much everything we have so far. Build-wise. Alright, not too bad. Not bad at all. Alright. Well, alright. Better not take up too much of your time, so... Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I know you were talking about me, not Coca-Cola. But anyway, yeah, that'll do it for this. So thank you guys for coming out to the stream. Hope you enjoyed the little surprise I had for you. You can expect the full thing tomorrow. And yeah, don't know what else to say. And yeah, the Freddy mask idea. Never seen it rain so much. Oh. There we go. Anyway. But yeah, maybe next time we do this, it'll be randomly picked. Who knows? Alright, so anyway, thanks for coming out and watching the stream. Yeah, again, hope you enjoyed the surprise, and yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next stream or in the comments of my videos. We shall see. Alright, see you guys.